It's April 2020, and April is a month that 3 world religions celebrate a major religious holiday. But we're also in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, COVID-19. I'm Linda Satgast with FamilyHistoryHero.com, and I'd like to talk about documenting this unwelcome but historic event, as well as other stories of faith or philosophy, both ours and our ancestors. As I speak, the coronavirus is racing toward its projected peak here in the United States. Most of us are doing the right thing. We're staying home to flatten the curve and keep the number of deaths to a minimum. But April is also the month that 3 major world religions each celebrate one of their holiest holidays of the year. So now would be a great time to document how we celebrate the holidays in spite of the social distancing. Many of us will be using technology to connect with our congregations. Charlie and I attended our church's Palm Sunday service via a pre-recorded video posted on our church's website. We hadn't been to church for several weeks, so it was wonderful to sing along with our worship leader, hear from various church members, and be inspired by our pastor's sermon. And we'll be doing the same for Easter Sunday. This and other social distancing activities are worth documenting for future generations who will read about this pandemic years from now and want to know what happened to their family. It's been fascinating to read about the creative ways people plan to celebrate, such as having a virtual Easter egg hunt, Passover Seder, or all-day family get-together online. But this is also a great time to go back in history and share what we know about the faith of our ancestors and about us and our family growing up. As far back as I'm aware, my ancestors were people of faith. My great-grandparents, my grandmother, and my mother. And each generation had a big influence on the next one. This is my mother and her siblings dressed up for Easter Sunday. The tradition of dressing up for Easter Sunday continued with my mom and dad. Here I am with my family after church on Easter Sunday, just before the big traditional dinner with our relatives. My younger sister and I are in look-alike dresses made by my mother, especially for Easter. Charlie and I have always celebrated Easter as the most important holiday for Christians because in Christianity, everything hinges on the resurrection of Jesus. But we also had fun doing some of the more generic Easter activities with our children, such as dressing up and painting Easter eggs and getting a big Easter basket from Granny. These are stories worth documenting. And even those who don't consider themselves to be religious live their lives based on some kind of philosophy, and that's worth sharing with future generations. So take some of the time that you're stuck at home to write down the important beliefs that have guided you and your ancestors and how you're adapting your family's celebrations during this unique moment in history. Future generations will thank you. This is Linda Satgast with FamilyHistoryHero.com, wishing you health and safety during the COVID-19 pandemic and a wonderful time connecting with your family digitally during this holiday season.